Hello, everyone. So thanks so much, HUB Institute, for giving me the opportunity to talk about this topic. So today, we see that several companies are investing more and more in digital media campaigns because we are changing the way that we communicate our product to our consumers. And when those investment happens, one of the main questions that senior business stakeholder has is what is the ROAS or ROI that this campaign is bringing to the organization, and what is the sales uplift that this campaign gave as well. And here is where I truly believe that data and AI plays a crucial role. So to start this conversation, I believe that data and AI as well should be very, very involved in the business strategy and discussion. Because for us, it's important as well to understand what is the objective of the campaign, what is the channel that we want to execute this campaign, and what is the audience that I'm trying to tackle with this campaign. So then also will be important, we as data understand what is the guardrails that we can put in this campaign. Because does it make sense to put this campaign live from Monday to Monday, from midnight to midnight? Because depending on the product that I want to put this announcement, doesn't make sense for me to run from midnight to 4 a.m., for example, because the tax conversion is not quite enough. And sometimes, also, it's important to involve sales team in those discussions. Because when I run, for example, drive-to-store campaigns, it's important to understand if this product is available in the product. Because when the consumer goes to the magazine, if the product is not there, so the campaign does not make sense at the moment to be executed. And then we start the tool setup to make sure that the campaign will be live. And finally, we start the campaign performance tracking, is where data and IT team can work. And to support all this environment, it's important that we have a data architecture in place. Because we need to put the data centralized in the organization, so we can measure the campaign's results for everyone. But not only the data architecture is important, but also having a data quality process in place, which means a naming convention. Because when I run a campaign, for example, if I run a campaign that will apply for multi-countries, if I have someone that will execute a campaign in the US, France, and Italy, and this campaign is for the same brand, if I do not have a campaign that is harmonized, it will be very, very hard to measure the performance in an easy way. So that's why the data quality process and the naming convention is important on that. And then here, I just want to highlight some of the main importance of having a naming convention in place in the organizations. The first one is to have a consolidated and harmonized data. Because if we have an harmonized data and consolidated, it will be easy to manage and easy to work with this data. Then, once we start to create dashboards, it's very important that this dashboard will be automated. And the naming convention plays a crucial role on that. Because if we have a naming convention in place, the data will flow automatically without having data visualization and data engineers working to adapt in every campaign the data visualization process. So here we can really build a sustainable solution. Finally, we also have a deep dive analysis when we talk about dashboard, because the data quality and naming convention should be done in the lowest level of granularity, from the ad level, from the placement, and even in the UTM. Because then I can get some insights collection to understand if a call to action that I'm executing is generating more CTRs, generating more clicks, and so on. And when we get those insights based in this naming convention, we can start to optimize campaign and propose solution with agencies. And then, once the campaign is done, it's also important that we start to measure the performance of this campaign. So there are some ways to measure this. And I believe that I try to bring here 3 methods that is important today. The first one is a regression analysis. That is one method that we can understand. What is the impact that one specific KPI from media gave to the organization in terms of sales uplift? And one important thing here to mention is that when we have this regression analysis, we need to work in partnership with also other areas in our organization. Because we will need data from sales, market share, distribution, execution in store, depending on the product that you have. So it's important that we work in a 360 view with this data. Second one is the market mix modeling, so MMM. So basically it's to understand how my marketing capabilities bring ROI to the organization. This one is more complex in terms because we need more and more data, but it's a crucial also method to measure each part of marketing capabilities that you put in place and how this brings the value that you need for your campaign and for your brand. And the third one is the geo experience, very, very used when we talk about A/B testing, because here I can understand what is the market and what is the region that is bringing more ROI for my company and bring more results. So here is very important as well to track campaigns that we are running tests. And to finish my presentation, the key message that I want to bring here is that when we discuss a campaign objective and also a marketing strategy, it's important that we do not only focus in the marketing way and with digital media way, but also involve the data and the IT team, because we need also to play a crucial role to define what is the benefit that this campaign gave to the organization and then communicate it properly for the senior stakeholders. So that's it from my end. So thank you so much for everyone.